Here we have verse 20 of the 14th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. The description from Matthew and now reaches the culmination of the account of the feeding of the 5,000 as a distribution has been made to all of those who were there, 5,000 people plus the women and children, Matthew tells us. And with that in mind, he then indicates that everybody had their full fill. So we have kai, the connective here, ephagon from phago. This is the third person plural, aorist active indicative. So they ate. Subject is the substantive use of pan, pasa. Here it's the nominative, plural, masculine. So all ate. And kai, the connective, ekortas san. This is from kortazo. This is to fill something up. This is the third person plural, aorist passive indicative. So they were filled. Is the idea. It actually is a little stronger word than some form of pleroma, which means to be filled to the brim. This is actually sometimes used to suggest being gorged, to be overfilled. I'm not sure that's the intended sense, but Matthew certainly wants to drive home that nobody experienced any lack in the abundance that came in consequence of this miracle. Kai, the connective, aaron, this is from iro, I take up or I take away. Third person plural, aorist active indicative, they took up. To, this is perisuon, this is the excess. Excess from perisuo, it's actually a verb, which could mean I am in excess. That'd be an unusual application of it, but it has to do with a situation of excess. This is the present participle. So the excess, and then of, the genitive plural, the article with klasmaton. This is from klao. It means to break. These are the fragments, the results of breaking. So the excess of the fragments would be the idea. So the food that was left over. So the disciples are not mentioned here, but that's presumably who's being described. They took up the excess of the fragments, and then dodeca is in the accusative. It's an apposition to the excess. 12, an adjective, the number. Kophinus, this is from kophinos. It's a basket, a wicker basket. It would probably be the basket that each of the disciples carried along for various personal items that they had along with them, and each of them then was able to fill up their particular basket. So 12 of them, 12 baskets. Pleres, full, adjective. So the baskets, each of them were full, and they were filled with the fragments that were left over from the feeding of all of these who had been there in attendance when Jesus performed this miracle.